G'day everyone. Well, I thought I'd give you all a bit of a look at how the fish room is coming along, and this is the 55 gallon dwarf lionfish tank, and we have two fish in here at the moment. The fish on the left, which is now going down below, that's the dwarf fuzzy, and that is a dwarf zebra lionfish. They get along very well and are both weaned onto frozen food. Actually, the dwarf fuzzy he even also eats carnivore pellets. But yeah, this tank's coming along very nicely. We've got a sump set up down below. It's a 20 gallon. It's got a kit put in there. It's a Bubble Magus protein skimmer, and over here we've got that's a DIY. Just take the filter off. That's a DIY ATO reservoir. It's got a float valve in there. It's got it's a Tunzi Nano ATO, and it's hooked up. That float valve's hooked up to the saltwater mixing station. It's plumbed into the RODI tank, so you never have to top up the reservoir. And we bought a couple of AI Prime LEDs, so this tank's coming along really well. Over here we've got a 30 gallon aquarium with two blacker ice clownfish. One on the left is the female, the one on the right's the male, hoping that one day they'll breed. But it's a nice little setup we've got in here. Still got a bit of work to do to it. But yeah, it'd be nice if they breed one day. Down here, we've got a 10 gallon ghost shrimp tank. We originally bought the ghost shrimp for food for the dwarf lionfish, but we weaned the lionfish onto frozen food very quickly and ended up keeping the ghost shrimp and making sure the water quality is really good, and they've been breeding in here and keeping a bit of a supply of ghost shrimp. So if we ever get any more lionfish, which we hope to get a Fu Manchu lionfish once we can find one for sale, we'll have some ghost shrimp on hand. And we've been doing a bit of decoration to the fish room itself. Up here, we put a few decals on the wall. Just to give it a real fish room feel. Over here we've got a really big decal which is above the 125 gallon tank, which is currently sitting empty. Still yet to get that set up again. And on the wall here, getting the apex set up, which is connected to a tablet so it can monitor and control how things are going with the tanks. I'm actually going to have both the 125 and the 55 both hooked up to the apex. I've actually already got a module over here, so I've got this tank already hooked up to a temperature and pH probe. And over in this corner we have the saltwater mixing station. Bought a new RODI water saver unit from Bulk Reef Supply. It's a 150 gallon per day water saver kit. That's a Orbit beehive irrigation controller, so it is actually programmed to turn on the RODI unit and fill up the RODI tank automatically every weekend. Got a solenoid hooked up to it right before the float valve. There's a float valve in there. And yeah, it works brilliantly. Every Saturday morning it fills up the RODI tank automatically, ready for me to then transfer water from that tank to that tank and mix up some salt water, ready for a water change come Sunday. I've got a Wi-Fi Inkbird there. That's hooked up to over here we've got a air conditioner. It's a window unit. So the air conditioner and that heater is hooked up to the Wi-Fi Inkbird. So we have climate control in this room. So it always stays around a constant temperature. Close to roughly, I've got it preset at 70. It's currently 73 in here, so it's got the air conditioner running. And above the RODI, we have a 4-foot great white shark. So really happy with how the fish room has come along. There's a real nice feel to it. And another little feature I've done, I've got a projector here. It's a wave motion projector. So at night, up on the ceiling we'll get a wave motion, like the blue wave motion, like you can see, I guess above the aquarium, up on the ceiling. But the whole ceiling will be covered with blue wave motion effect. It's really nice in here at night. So very happy with how the fish room has come along, and still got a fair bit of work to do, but yeah, it's coming along, and can't wait to get the 125 up and running again.